Imagine if Birdman would have stayed in Canada. No Lil Wayne, no Drake, no Nicki, no nobody, squad. That's this nigga Tree. Imagine if he would have stayed in Canada, bro. Imagine if his daddy would have been like these deadbeats today and said, fuck them kids, and didn't come back 2 years later. Niggas would probably try for 2 weeks and say, fuck that. This nigga came back 2 years later and got his kids from another country. W-Dash, squad. Mama passed away. Usually these deadbeats like, nigga, mama gone. I'm not finna take care of all that burden with all these kids. W-Dash, squad. W-Dad, bro.
2-story homes, manicured lawns, Catholic schools, an overall good neighborhood. And when the kids weren't in school or at home, they'd be riding around with Johnny as he checked on his various businesses. They were able to closely watch him run his businesses on a daily basis, soaking up all kinds of knowledge. In particular, the oldest son, Ronald, also known as Slim, he was obsessed with money and hustling. Slim was quiet his entire childhood, never talking, but always being observant of everything his father did. He was also extremely patient, as he wanted to fully understand business before trying to start his own. While on the other hand, the youngest son, Baby, he was quite the opposite. Baby's personality was loud, flashy, intimidating, and aggressive. He was a smart kid as well, but he loved everything that came with the money, not just—
Did I tell y'all this gonna be the coldest hip-hop documentary y'all ever seen? Y'all remember King Von documentary? YB documentary, y'all remember those? Shit on this. Shit on this.
Just the business itself like his big brother. So from his early teenage years, Baby was eager to get rich and flex, by any means necessary. Well, that fast forwards us to the year 1981 when OG Johnny gets into a new relationship with a woman named Miss Patricia.
Johnny was a hoe, bro.
So before meeting Johnny, Patricia lived in the grimy
Johnny had 21 kids before he had Birdman. Then he went to Birdman. Mama had 4 kids by her. Picked them up. She died. What they say, 1975. So 6 years later, 1975 to 1981. 6 years later, he get another bitch, and I bet she got her impregnated. This nigga Johnny was moving, squad. That nigga Johnny was moving, bro. That's that. And to keep it real, back then, that's what real men did. They impregnate women. Do you know? It's about 330-something million people in this country, right? Do you know, me and any other man in here, if we nut one time, we can impregnate half the country. One time, we can impregnate half the country. Men are the real breeders, bro. We here to we here to reproduce. That's what we here for. That's what we here for, squad. That's what we here for, bro.
Magnolia projects, but once they got into a relationship, Johnny invited her and her children into his home. Obviously, taking her and her kids out of a dangerous neighborhood is a good thing to do, but it wasn't necessarily a good thing for his own children. I say this because her son named Eldrick Wise clicked instantly with Baby, and let's just say that Eldrick was not the best influence. You see, Eldrick grew up in a whole different environment, violence, hustling, and a whole lot of violence. And given this, despite being just 13 years old, he was already knee-deep in the streets. And unfortunately, Baby looked up to Eldrick and he began rolling with him every single day. And to make matters worse, he brought him to the Magnolia Projects and introduced him to the neighborhood crew.
This is my little brother. His name Baby, huh? Yeah, bitch, what up?
He was instantly infatuated, and just like that, a 12-year-old Baby started running with the Magnolia crew. He always wanted to be feared, fly, and respected by everyone, and this was his perfect opportunity. But in this era, even just being fly and get—
Everybody here, if I ask y'all how Baby got Lil Wayne or how he hooked up with Lil Wayne, none of y'all in the comments gonna tell me the real, like happened in this story, bro. He took Lil Wayne. He took Lil Wayne. I promise you, nigga. He took, bro.
Getting girls could get you knocked off in New Orleans. The formerly booming city in the 1960s was no longer that, not even close. The entire gas industry moved over to Texas, and New Orleans lost half of its population. This resulted in abandoned houses everywhere, lack of police funding, and pure chaos all over the streets. The drug game pretty much took over all the neighborhoods, and this resulted in a whole lot of turf wars. In fact, by 1980, the small city of just 400,000 people was averaging 240 murders a year. Just small neighborhood crews everywhere, knocking each other down in territory, but also for no reason as well.
My nigga, no city in America seen that crime rate in a probably since then, bro. Not in the 2020s, the 2010s, the 2000s, or the 90s. Ain't 240 murders in the 400,000 city. Oh my God. My nigga. What the fuck? 240 murders in the city of 400,000 people. Damn. My nigga, that's almost somebody getting... Damn.
New Orleans truly became a city of jealousy, to where if a guy got rich and started getting girls, everyone would try to kill them. These are the streets that a 12-year-old baby decided to jump in. Baby, Eldrick, and the rest of the Magnolia Boys began taking over blocks throughout Uptown. And I know this may be hard to believe, but by the age of 13 or 14 years old, Baby was already running the crew. He was a natural-born leader, and then with the business experience that he learned from his father, he was like an unstoppable force. He allegedly started a drug operation based out of the Magnolia Projects, and he had a bunch of little dudes selling on different corners. Well, obviously, doing this in a rough city made him and his guys serious targets, and the rivals, well, they wanted them gone. But Baby knew that expanding territories...
This shit is crazy,
so
y'all.
he needed a remedy. A remedy of a bunch of young crash-outs that are willing to knock someone down just to send a message. He was truly willing to do whatever it takes to get rich and to take control of the New Orleans streets. He needed certified hitmen, and this is when he calls on someone that you'd never expect. It's now 1986, and Baby is a 17-year-old New Orleans superstar. He's got money, power, and respect, and everyone looks up to him, but none more than his little brother who he's never met. This would be an 11-year-old by the name of Terrence Williams, one of Johnny's numerous younger children. And even though he's never met him, he idolizes his big bro, based on what everyone's told him about.
Your big brother a superstar. You gotta meet him one day, son. You gotta do that, yeah.
And that day would finally come in 1986 when Baby would roll up to Terrence's mom's house. It's a regular day like any other, and Terrence is at his mom's house watching TV. This is when he hears speakers knocking outside, so instantly he runs to the window and looks outside. Boom, right there is Baby in a brand new SUV with two girls in the back. So the 11-year-old Terrence is excited as ever. Oh my goodness, my big brother came to see me. So he runs outside all excited, and this is when Baby tells him to hop in the passenger seat. So of course he hops in, and boom, this is when a firearm is pushed to the back of his head. This is not what Terrence was expecting, but now in the situation, he has no choice but to do what Baby says. This is when he quietly pulls off and drives him to a specific corner. He then hands him a .38 and points to a man standing on the corner.
So he hands you a .38 and says someone owes him some money? And go handle that?
Yeah, come on. Brought me around the corner, point him out, shoot him.
So this is when Terrence, with no other choice, hops out of the car and walks up to the man.
Walk up, shot him to the head, the chest, and in the back, because he fell. And I ran, instead of me jumping back in the car, I ran back home.
This is how evil Baby already was. He was willing to turn his little brother into a killer if it could benefit his organization. But it also goes to show that he has the true mind of a manipulator. Firstly, he took advantage of the fact that he knew his little brother idolized him. Because he idolizes me, I guarantee he's willing to do anything I say just to impress me. And he also knew that because he committed this atrocity so young, he'll get used to it and he'll be willing to do it again. And sadly, this is exactly what would happen, as Terrence would become a true hitman for his brother, and if you want to learn about it, go watch my video. He forced his little brother into the life of crime in the worst way possible. And for this reason, sadly, Terrence Williams would be the first victim of surviving Birdman. He became an integral part of Baby's empire as the Magnolia Boy
It starts now, bro.
got more and more
It
violent.
starts
In
now,
fact,
bro.
it was so bad that the Uptown neighborhood alone averaged over 100 murders between 1987 and 1991. Yes, you heard that correctly. 100 murders per year in one neighborhood alone. And these
God
guys were
damn.
a part of it. They were stacking millions, driving flat
Damn.
whips, and catching a whole lot of bodies.
My nigga. I don't give a fuck if I had to move under a freeway in 10 states over. If I had little boys, bro, I'm moving out of that neighborhood, squad. I'm moving out of that neighborhood, bro. Them niggas was knocking 100 murders in one neighborhood for the year, bro. Nigga, hoods average 2, maybe 3. 100? 100? This ain't all the hoods in New Orleans, just one hood. So now let's talk about one hood in LA, one hood. There's probably 2 or maybe 3 murders a year over there. For it to be 100 murders in the Hoovers, 100 murders in the 60s, think about it. 100 murders in the 40s. That's like, what the fuck is going? Bro, call the National Guard in this motherfucker. Damn.
Worst part about it is that
In
these
a
guys
year?
were getting away with all of it, especially Baby.
In
In this
year?
era, you could literally get away with anything, especially in New Orleans. Like, nobody took the police seriously. Even the idea of getting caught was laughable to Baby. That could never happen. So really, Baby had no reason to stop what he had going on. Well, at least legally, because he still had to worry about the ops putting him in a casket. He was making millions, he had every girl in New Orleans, and he was never gonna get caught. Why the hell would he stop? But Baby always had bigger dreams, and all this was just a stepping stone to get there. He knew that he wanted to do something with music, and now that he had a bunch of money, he knew that he could put something together.
This shit crazy, bro.
So in 1991, with the help of his highly intelligent big brother, he decided to start a record label. And he named it after his favorite thing in the world, Cash Money, and he even came up with a logo on his notepad. At this time, independently starting a label at 22 years old was unheard of, as usually you'd have to go to New York or LA and get put on by a guy in a suit. But Baby and Slim were already millionaires on their own, so they didn't need anyone's help to sign artists and distribute records. At this point,
About to
they
get
had the
this
money saved, the
Ashton
record
Genty
label,
work,
but they needed
apparently.
artists. Unfortunately, at this time, New Orleans didn't really have any rappers, at least not any that were known outside the city. Cause let's be honest, making a good song with those goofy ass accents is not an easy task. So together, Baby and Slim started scouting the city for young talent. Quickly, they discover a 15-year-old rapper by the name of Kilo G. Kilo was known for rapping in the school hallways and rapping in the neighborhood as well, and this is how he got his initial buzz. Well, when Baby and Slim got the chance to hear him freestyle, they were instantly impressed and they signed him right away. Cash Money's very first artist, and they were certain they could make him into a star. But this didn't exactly happen, cause his first album flopped. And after this embarrassment, Baby and Slim were like,
Nah, brother. This ain't gonna happen again.
so they basically put Kilo on the shelf and began looking for something else. What they learned is that boom bap rap does not work in the South, and that Louisiana listens to a whole different tune, a unique genre known as bounce music. This was basically the only thing that locals listened to, so Baby and Slim figured that if we can bring this to the national stage, it might work. So in late 1992, they'd signed a bounce artist by the name of Michael Pettis, also known as Lil Slim. Now Michael is definitely a local legend, but his music did not make it past Mississippi or Texas. But regardless of flopping, Michael would actually play a very important role for Cash Money later on, as you'll see. Well, after going 0 for 2 for their first artist, Cash Money was not going to give up. Not yet. So over the next couple of years, they kept signing more and more artists, hoping to get their break. And finally, they found their gem. Straight out of the Magnolia Projects arose a group known as UNLV, and it originally comprised of two members, Lil Yacht and Tech 9, and from what we know, these dudes were like the original King Von. Real certified New Orleans headhunters, but also some very talented rappers. They were straight up the first rappers to rap about killing and actually go do it. And let me just say that in 1993, rapping about killing someone and throwing their body into the Mississippi River was not a common theme. And because of this shock value, UNLV were an instant success. They took that grimy New Orleans street life and masterfully put it on records, while these guys brought Baby his very first record label success. And because of this, you'd think he'd have some loyalty to them. But you knew better. After their successful debuts, UNLV would add another member, a man by the name of Albert Thomas, but commonly known as Yella Boy. Yella Boy was a very talented rapper, there's no denying that, but Birdman did not want him to join the group. Not for any musical reasons though, but simply because Birdman just didn't like him. This is because Yella was a very confrontational person and would never stand down to no man. And as we know, Birdman liked his artists to glaze him. But when Yella Boy joined the group, that's when they dropped their biggest hits, so Birdman couldn't really kick him off the group. They were doing numbers and selling out shows, but that's when Yella Boy was like, hey, when are we gonna get paid for real? He felt like something isn't right and the money's not adding up. And because of this, tensions between him and Birdman began to rise.
Where my money at, bruh?
Man, brother, I can't stand this dude. Eventually, something is bound to pop off between Baby and Yella Boy. It's late summer 1996, and today is a very important day for UNLV. In the afternoon, they're booked to have a professional video shoot for their upcoming album to be featured on MTV and BET. This is a huge potential stepping stone for the group, and it really could take them to the mainstream stage. While the video is supposed to take place in the daylight with the sun setting over the bridge, so everyone is expected to be at the set by 6:30 at the latest. Baby arrives, Slim arrives, the camera crew arrives, security arrives, but where are the rappers?
That nigga was stuck.
2.5 hours go by while everyone impatiently waits for their arrival. Well, as it turns out, Lil Ya had agreed to pick up Tech and Yella from their homes and drive them to the shoot, but unfortunately he fell asleep on his couch.
Fuck. Niggas,
Finally,
man.
he wakes up at 8 p.m. and rushes to get ready and to pick up his friends. However, by the time they arrive at the set, the camera crew already went home, and all that's left is Baby and Slim, who are absolutely furious. We just wasted tens of thousands of dollars on a professional video shoot just for you guys not to show up? Hell no, bruh. And this is when Baby makes a strange decision. Instead of confronting the member who's driving, he walks up to the back seat and begins chewing out Yella Boy. So Yella hops out of the car confused, like, bruh, it's not even my fault we're late. The fuck are you yelling at me for? But Baby just continues to rip into Yella, calling him all sorts of names and embarrassing him in front of his fellow group members. Lil Ya even barges in and says, hey, it's not his fault we're late, it's literally my fault. But Baby doesn't care, and this is when it's clear that the outburst has nothing to do with being late.
Baby already don't like the nigga.
This is just Baby's first opportunity to really pop off at Yella. So Yella gets back in his face and he's like, you're worried about us being late and you owe us a bunch of money? Nah, bruh. This is when the other UNLV members say, hey, y'all need to stop, just fight it out one-on-one and let's get it over with. So Birdman and Yella Boy agree to take it back to the hood and have a one-on-one fight. Everyone heads off separately towards 4th and Dryads, right in front of Yella Boy's grandma's house. At 10:30 p.m., Baby and Slim roll up to the block, and there's Yella Boy on the corner with his shirt off, drooling, just waiting to put hands on Baby. Instantly, Baby hops out of the car and they start throwing hands in the middle of the street. Boom, boom, boom. They throw haymakers back and forth, but Yella's getting the best of him. So this is when Slim jumps in to try to break everything up. Nah, bruh, let him fight. Tech is not feeling this, so he grabs Slim and he tries to hold him back. This is when Slim flails his arm back and smacks Tech in the mouth. Oh hell nah, Tech is pissed and he starts throwing punches at Slim.
Slim tried to step in to break him up, and Tech, now he's on out. Stole off on Slim.
It turns into an all-out brawl in the middle of the street, UNLV versus Cash Money. Eventually they all run out of stamina and it cools down. Now it's a silent, awkward situation and everyone quietly goes their separate ways. This can result in one of two ways. Either the fight solved all the tensions and now they can all be cool and push it under the bridge, or they have to go to war with each other. And typically in the streets of New Orleans, the latter is going to take place. But no, Birdman actually calls the UNLV members and tells them to forget about it, everything is water under the bridge. So this stops everything from potentially getting violent, at least for the meantime. So long story short, directly after this, UNLV would drop their final album under Cash Money Management. And of course the album does really well. So now the members are like, okay, are we gonna get a next contract or at least get paid?
LV was getting hot in the city, blowing up. And it was time to, I think, renew the contract or something. And Yellow was like, man, first of all, we hot, we blowing up, we want a nationwide deal. We tired of this local stuff. Baby like, man, you gotta be patient. See, Baby had money from the streets. So he good. Yellow, coming from the hood selling crack. So it's like, man, listen, we got some hot song. It's time to get us a big deal.
As it turns out, it was really not water under the bridge, because Baby would not sign them under any circumstance. So UNLV are like, alright bruh, it is what it is, we'll just do this on our own. So this is when the group decides to start their own label, UNLV Records. And in order to do this, they hire some lawyers to put everything together.
Every time a
when the
nigga try to
lawyers
leave
go
and
through the
start their
Cash
own
Money
shit.
documents, they're like, something ain't right. Cash Money owes you guys a lot of money. You were only paid a fraction of what you deserved.
That's when, we went to discovering like, damn, everything we done had this and, had that, and ain't nothing without in our name. So that's when attorneys came and play and shit like that. And we found out that, we had some unpaid royalties.
And of course, once the members are shown this, they're extra pissed. Like, firstly, you refused to re-sign us even though we were your first success on your label, but on top of this, you owe us a boatload of money? Oh, nah. Instantly, Yellow Boy wants to do something vicious to Birdman, but the other members are like, chill. If you do that, we'll never get our money. On top of this, the lawyers assure them that they're going to take Cash Money to court and that they will get them their money.
I told you I seen the first 20 minutes. I ain't seen the rest of this at all. I stopped that shit at like 19 minutes and 48 seconds. 19 minutes and 48 seconds, but I paused it. I paused it to say, this nigga Birdman, squad. This nigga Birdman, bro. He been not paying niggas since back then. This nigga ain't been paying niggas since when, squad? This was what, 1991? My nigga been bullying the situation, bro. This nigga been bullying the situation, bro.
So UNLV's lawyers take Cash Money to court, and at this point, Baby has no choice but to pay up. So this is exactly what Baby does, and we'll get to that in a minute. But what's important now is that two of the members actually believe that it was an honest mistake on Baby's behalf.
I don't know how clear to put
Except
it,
for Yellow Boy.
They didn't know
You
what
see
they
how he
was
said
doing.
two of the
So,
members believe. What about the third one?
I can't say that they straight
Yellow
got
Boy
us.
was
They
small,
played us
swag.
because if they did, they would have made sure.
Hey, where
that
Yellow Boy at today? This
the
nigga
eyes
still
was
like-
dotted why they was doing it.
So for two of the members, Tech 9 and Lil Yeah, they were all good with it. Just give us our money and we'll go our separate ways. So this is when Baby calls them, tells them to drop the lawsuit, and says, I've got your money here. Just come get your checks. So instantly, two of the UNLV members head over to Birdman's Eastover estate. They knock on the door, he opens up, he hands them their checks, they read it, it's all good, no funny business. And after handing them their checks, Baby's like, hey, where's Yellow Boy? This is when they tell him that Yellow Boy doesn't want to come see you, and he'd rather you hand us the check and then we'll give it to him. Baby is
Yellow
not
ain't
feeling
fucking
this.
with
Nah,
Birdman.
bruh. If he wants his check, he's gonna come get it from me. So the
I
two
told y'all, watch
UNLV
the
members
light-skinned
are
niggas
like,
from the
cool,
hood, they be
sounds
the
fair enough
toughest
to me,
squad,
and
I'm
they
telling
go
y'all
off and
niggas.
pass their checks.
Yellow wasn't there to
Telling
get
y'all
it.
niggas, bro.
Baby wouldn't release it with us. He told us to tell Yellow to come get his check.
Per usual, it's yet another power struggle between Baby and Yellow Boy. When Yellow finds out that Baby wouldn't
My
give
nigga
the
didn't
check
even
to his
want that
fellow members
check.
to deliver to him, he's pissed.
And he like, man, where y'all at? And I told him, he was like, man, what Baby them at? I said,
So they saying that Yellow Boy told them two niggas, get my check from Birdman. And now they saying Birdman said, no, I ain't giving it to y'all. Tell Yellow Boy to come get that shit himself. Them two niggas don't like each other at all, squad. But that's business, though. I'm not finna give your check to somebody else. Then they can say you never gave it to me, nigga. It's business.
calling me looking for you to get your paper. Y'all was already burnt up. Y'all was like, why the fuck you ain't give it to y'all for me? Well, went off, you know what I'm saying? Went clean off.
Instead of being mature and just going to get his money, Yellow makes the dumbest decision possible. He does head to Baby's Eastover estate, but not to collect any checks. Instead, he pulls up to the gated community with a chopper and unloads into
This nigga Yellow Boy, bro. Hey, I'm telling you, them yellow niggas from the hood squad. My nigga pulled up and sprayed Birdman house. This nigga pulled up and sprayed Birdman house, bro. This nigga ain't playing no games. This nigga ain't playing no games. This nigga ain't playing no
to the gated
games.
community with a chopper and unloads into Baby's house and into his car. Brrrah. He absolutely sprays Baby's property with bullets.
Some angry shit.
Fuck
you know,
that
he was
Jack,
pissed
nigga.
off something went on with him and Baby. And he went shot up the house in the car. Yellow shot Baby house in co-op.
Thankfully, no one was home, but either way, this was a major deal. Shooting up Baby's house of all people in the world, man, especially when he's trying to give you your money. Well, needless to say, when Baby would get home later that night, he'd see it and he instantly knew what it was. This was one step too far for
Free
Yellow
soul, I
Boy.
had to block you, bro. Shut the fuck up.
And that fast forwards us just 3 days. April 5th, 1997. It's a fun day for Cash Money as they have a concert in the small city of Lafayette, Louisiana, just a couple hours away. At this point, they've got Lil Wayne, Juvenile, Turk, BG, and they're just the hottest thing in the South. So for this event, all of Cash Money pop out, including their biggest stepper, Terrence Gangsta Williams. Well, maybe not all of Cash Money would come, and you'll see why I say that. So while this concert is going on, Yellow Boy's at his grandma's house on 4th and Dryads. He's sitting on the couch, watching TV, and probably regretting the decision he made. If I would've just went to go grab my check, I wouldn't be at my grandma's house right now. Well, at 11 p.m., he gets a mysterious knock on the door.
Oh, they about to gun him down.
He looks through the peephole, recognizes who it is, so he opens up and lets the man in. From there, he and the unknown man sit on the couch.
That'd be
That's when the
dope,
man
Alexa.
whips out.
Damn.
Just like that, in the world
3 days later, Birdman ain't
That'd
playing
be
no
dope.
games. 3 days later, squad, a nigga come to your house that you know. You let the nigga on your
Coach
couch
Dean
and
2 on
smoke.
Instagram. Send me a message, and then we
Shouldn't
could
have made that decision, my boy.
we could figure it out.
Spraying up a nigga house got you smoked. Nigga ain't even aiming that shit. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Yellow Boy.
Orleans legend is gone with the wind. The tragic loss of a former Cash Money artist. Who could have done this? Well, to this day, nobody's been arrested for this, and there's no proof to point in any direction. But there is a clue in the form of a song. Baby would release a song called What Happened to That Boy, and a lot of people believe that he's talking.
What the fuck? What happened to that boy? He talk about Yellow Boy Squad? No. No, Birdman is demons. I'm telling you niggas. 3 days later, didn't you want to make a song about what happened to that boy, to a nigga named Yellow Boy?
About Yellow Boy. What happened to that boy? We'll never truly know if the song's about Yellow Boy, but what we do know is that Yellow Boy didn't really have beef with anyone else.
I didn't hear about Yellow beefing with nobody during the time, you know what I'm saying? Nobody, the streets wasn't saying none of this shit during the time of it, so.
Whether or not Baby's the one who ordered the hit on Yellow Boy, we'll never know. But even if we assume that that's the case, is Yellow Boy really a victim of surviving Birdman? I mean, he kind of left him no other choice. You shot up his house and his car. I mean, what if somebody was in there? But whether or not Baby is justified in allegedly doing this is not actually my biggest point here.
Oh,
An important
wrong
topic
button.
to remember from this is bad business
Wrong
practices
button.
and Baby allegedly finessing his artists.
So remember that, boy?
Well, sadly, Yellow Boy would not be the only former Cash Money artist to fall out with Baby and lose their life. Well, now we carry over to a widely forgotten piece of the Cash Money puzzle,
His
their
first
original artist, Kilo G. Now, Kilo's career never panned out, but some people feel like it really wasn't his fault. And when I say some people, I really mean him himself. Kilo felt abandoned by Baby. Like once he found his next artist, he completely put him on the shelf and never talked to him again. Now, it's objectively true that when Baby found better
At
artists,
Coach Dean,
put
too.
Kilo on the shelf and focused on them, which is really the only smart thing to do. But Kilo still
Oh
felt like
my
the silver
gosh,
machine,
bro.
dream full of empty promises. Now, at the end of the day, business is business, but when you're dealing with New Orleans, these dudes have a crabs in a bucket mentality. In the city, a lot of people blame their own failures on others, and when other people start doing better, they begin hating on them. So put yourself in Kilo's shoes. You were Cash Money's very first artist, and quickly everyone else passed you up, started living lavish, and you're still in the hood. And because of this, word got around the streets of New Orleans that Kilo
I
was
appreciate
sneaking
it.
bad on Baby and
I
started
definitely
all kinds of
appreciate it.
rumors.
Fuck Cash Money.
I got to get
y'all
better
did
at
me
this
dirty.
game, so you know, be some content that you
Even
want
though
to watch and
these
stuff
words
like
in the
that.
grand scheme mean absolutely nothing,
but I gotta
Baby
get
does
better at
not
this
like
game.
being talked about. January 15th, 1998. It's a random Wednesday afternoon,
Tight end
and
coming across.
20-year-old
Pick.
Kilo G is
Oh!
at his mom's house in the 7th Ward. And this is when he's paid a visit. So Kilo gets up and looks through the peephole. He recognizes the man at the door, so he lets him in.
The same way. This nigga be having these niggas' friends is killing them. You letting niggas in your house that you know him. This nigga finna smoke him, squad.
And when he turns his back to go sit on the couch, sadly, the man whips out.
What the fuck?
Now, the targeting of Kilo could have been anything, as it is
What
New
the
Orleans at the end of the day. And on top of this, there is no proof that Baby or Cash Money had anything to do with it. However, the way it happened is awfully similar to... Never mind. I'm a journalist, not a police
Hella
officer.
similar.
Let me stay in my lane. But either way, it is notable that two of Cash Money's very first artists were murdered after getting into it with Birdman. Now this begs the major question. Do you believe that Kilo G is a victim of surviving Birdman, all because he started some rumors and was talking shit? So now after covering these two important losses, we shift the video's focus to something completely different.
Louisiana.
And that takes us to the other side of Uptown, specifically Hollygrove, also known as the 17th Ward. Here is where a boy named Dwayne Jr. was born in 1982 to Hasida and Dwayne Carter Sr. Hasida was just 19 years old at Dwayne's birth, and sadly the couple had no money. And to make matters worse, just a year after Dwayne's birth, Dwayne Sr. would divorce his wife and move to a different state. This sadly left Jasita in the hood with no money and to raise her son alone. This left her no choice but to pick up jobs as a maid and a cook in order to make ends meet. It was definitely a struggle, but then out of nowhere, a major blessing would come into their lives. A blessing in the form of a new boyfriend, a man who would change her life and her son's forever. This would be a man named Reginald McDonald, but commonly known as Rabbit. Rabbit, kind of like Baby, is known as a legend in his hood.
Y'all know who Rabbit is. That's who Lil Wayne talk about all the time, bro. That's my real daddy. Even though that's my stepdaddy, fuck my real daddy. That's the one that raised me. That's the one that taught me everything. Like, Rabbit is Lil Wayne hard, bro.
Specifically the Goose, located in New Orleans East. Here, Rabbit is a well-known hustler, known for always having a bankroll. While during Wayne's childhood, Rabbit actually stepped up as a real father and took care of him on a day-to-day basis. This entailed teaching a young Wayne how to write raps and to rap on beats as well. You see, also kind of like Baby, Rabbit was a hustler because he had to be, but his true passion was music. He always wanted to start a record label. And once he discovered his stepson's natural talent, he was like, oh my god, we got action. And because of this, he nicknamed him Lil Tune, which even catches on to this day. Well, long story short, the point is that Rabbit taught him music early on and had dreams of one day building a career for him. He even started a record label called Buff Records and knew that Wayne was going to be a star. Okay, so now let's get back to the plot. We fast forward back to the year 1993, and a young Dwayne is now 10 years old. And on this particular day, he's at a family gathering and he begins rapping for everyone. Well, at the gathering happens to be Cash Money Bounce artist Michael Pettis, and let's just say that he's blown away by Dwayne's rapping.
Man, this little boy can rap, you hear me?
He's stunned by the 10-year-old's talent, and without saying a word, he leaves the gathering and drives straight to Baby's house. Yo, Baby, this might sound crazy.
But I just heard
Oh,
the best 10-year-old
throw it
rapper
up.
I've ever heard in my life.
Now, of course, Baby hears 10-year-old boy and gets all excited. I'm just kidding. But no, seriously, Baby is intrigued and he's like, please bring him to me. So instantly, Michael returns to the family gathering and he walks right up to Dwayne's mom. He says, excuse me, is it okay if I bring your son to Baby at Cash Money Records?
Oh, hell nah. Absolutely not.
Now, usually a mother would be geeked to let her son meet a millionaire CEO for an opportunity, but not in this case at all. You see, Jacita went to school with Baby's big brother Slim her whole life, and she knew what they were all
Them
about.
niggas is
I am not
bad
gonna let my
news.
son be corrupted by these bad dudes. He's good at home with me and his dad, Rabbit. Let me reiterate, there is zero chance that my son will be around this evil man.
His parents went to school with my brother and sister. Honestly, when he was young, I met him through another guy named Lil Slim. But when he was young, his mama didn't want him around.
Not only was she worried about what he could do to her son, but she also felt like we don't need his help. Like, Rabbit already has a music label and his own money. The fuck do we need Baby for? So for the short meantime, they did their absolute best to keep their young son away from Baby. But then comes 1994, and a now 11-year-old Wayne has a mind of his own. He knew that Baby was rich and locally famous, and he kept begging Michael to please bring me to him. And eventually, Michael would give in. Behind Jacita and Rabbit's back, Michael would bring a young Dwayne to Baby. And let's just say an 11-year-old Wayne was in complete awe. The cars, the money, the mansion, and a beautiful music studio. And once he got his first glance at the lifestyle, it's all he ever wanted.
He just kept coming. He wanted it. He wanted the life. And I just wanted to help him because I ain't want him to live my life. I just saw some young bro with some talent and I thought I could help him. And that's what I did. I just saw some little youngsters lost like I was at their age, and I wanted to see how I could bless them.
At first, everything is glitz and glamour. Dwayne's introduction to Cash Money was like a dream come true. But then, as Jacita warned, things start to get downright evil. As we know from his little brother Terrence, Baby will take advantage of a young person's admiration for him, and he'll create a power dynamic where they'll literally do anything he says. And although he wouldn't make Wayne go spin a block and kill someone like he did Terrence, he would do something that might be as bad. And this isn't according to me, it's according to Wayne himself. Now, because of guidelines,
Can you
and
send me a
not really
request on
wanting to get into
Instagram?
this, I'm not going to go into
I
full
would
detail.
greatly
If you wanna look this
appreciate
stuff
that.
up,
I
you
got
definitely
Discord,
can,
but I really don't know how it works for real.
He talking about with Lil
But
Wayne said,
Instagram,
Lil
I definitely
Here's a
definitely,
video of Wayne
communicate.
talking about what Birdman made him go through.
I got when I was 11, Twist. I ain't never pressed charge. I'ma do you like Baby them did me. I'll never forget that day.
Come
I
on,
was out in
man.
the kitchen. I was scared. You don't understand.
You got it,
I was
bro.
a different man after that. I was Lil Wayne. After that,
This shit, bro.
yeah.
Although he's talking about it in a joking manner, it's really not that at all. Think about it, being forced to lose your innocence by somebody that you revere and look up to, it has to be confusing, especially for an 11-year-old. But at this point we know that it's all a part of Baby's tactics. He did it with Terrence and now he's done it with Wayne, creating a power dynamic where the child will feel compelled to do whatever he says for the rest of their life. Baby wanted ultimate control over Wayne, to the point where he started calling him his son and then Wayne would call him daddy.
That's my son, man.
But here's the thing, Wayne already had a present father in Rabbit, and Rabbit already had his own record label, and for a long time he planned on signing Wayne. And this is the only reason why Wayne couldn't sign to Cash Money, at least for the meantime. July 20th, 1997. It's a late Friday night in New Orleans East, and Rabbit and his boys are outside partying. The night goes smoothly, and at 2 a.m. the bar closes, and Rabbit walks to his car. Then, two of his friends tell him that they're too drunk to drive, and they ask him for a ride home, which, of course, he agrees. So instead of driving home, he heads the opposite direction,
Hey,
headed
follow
to his
me
friend's
on-
house in
on
the
here.
Ninth Ward. Well, on his way to dropping them off, he pulls over to get gas on Morrison Road, probably the most dangerous gas station you could ever stop at. He pulls into the gas pump, hops out,
Oh,
and this
wait.
is when all
Goddamn,
hell breaks
that's
loose.
fine. Hold on.
Tragically, a man in a hoodie unloads at Rabbit.
Now Lil Wayne daddy get smoked. Now Lil Wayne stepdad get smoked. That nigga said, no, you not taking Wayne. Nope, 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 nope. You not fucking with him. I got my own label. I got my own. Damn. Let me go like this. This nigga Birdman, boy.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pause that. It's time we get on with the bros. Turn that off. About to get to talk some football, so give me 1 second while I set this up real quick. Hold on, gang. Socials, FaceTime, camera. Let me open FaceTime.
He put some
Oh
noodle.
shit! Hold on, that shit loud.
You on the live stream?
Yes, sir.
You hear me?
Yeah, y'all hear me?
Yeah, you on live stream.
Yes, sir.
And scene.
And cut, right.
But
And I'll be
we
back.
can get into another conversation though. What I was gonna say. What you think about the Mahomes Super Bowl wins? What you think his best Super Bowl win is?
Hold on, I gotta fix this thing real quick.
Fuck you just not getting on. I thought you'd been on the game.
His phone be on Do Not Disturb.
Mm.
Who, me?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
silence. It be on silence. My fault. Not Do Not Disturb. Silence.
At 10 o'clock, it go on that sleep shit.
I was finna type in.
Hey, my hair must look crazy outside the hat. Motherfuckers keep walking up on me. Bro, what the fuck you got up under that? Your shit.
Okay. His first
This
Super
shit funny.
Bowl, 31-20 versus the
Tell me.
49ers. The second one, 38-35 over the Eagles. And the third one, 25-22 over the Niners in overtime.
The San Francisco comeback, his first comeback.
So his first Super Bowl,
Yep.
2019.
That's when we was at the pool hall, wasn't it? But then,
Yep. Yep, it was.
and then that's when Tiana walked off on me and shit when she was fine. I think that got to be that one.
No, we
2020.
saw the Eagles.
Yeah, I think that was that.
We
That
saw
was
the Eagles. We was
2023.
at Q.
That
We
was
was at Q Bar.
2022 season. So 3 years ago.
Thanks to mad as a motherfucker right now. Oh, I can't even believe they bought his boss in this bitch today. I don't know what time nigga not leave up out here. I've been taking some. I've been taking them.
And look, the only reason I saw
Oh no, I ain't gonna lie, Xavier. The first one can't be his best one.
I did that one.
26
Let
for
me know when it's at 50.
42, 2 touchdowns and 2 picks.
that San Francisco defense was a motherfucker, bro. If bro ain't get hurt,
I'm
they don't win now.
I'm saying he went 21 for 27 versus the Eagles with
I
three
took one.
touchdowns and no picks.
Yeah, I took one. And I took this one. Yeah. Let me know when it's at 50.
You saying you don't care. I'm saying the 2 interceptions don't make that a worse game than the 3 touchdowns and no interceptions. You just talking about how it looked, though, I guess.
What the game was. You see, you asked me what was his best game. That was his best game. I'm talking not statistically, but that was his first Super Bowl comeback.
All his Super Bowl wins
All of
been
them been.
comebacks.
I
He been
understand
down
that.
10 points. He been down 10 points in every one.
I know, but I'm saying like that was the
It
first
was the
time where
first
Patrick
one.
Mahomes
It hit
was
different.
like, you know, that's when it was like, damn, this nigga might be.
This nigga the new shit. This nigga just came down 10 and won the Super Bowl in his second year as a starter.
And now what? The nigga got 3, so 3 out of his 5, he done came back down 10.
Yep.
That is
And
fucking insane, dog.
See, I don't give him credit for that.
That is
I do and I
insane.
don't. That's a double-sided coin for me. It's amazing that he can come back, but it's like, why you keep starting slow?
Bro, that is nuts. To think about that, like that's nuts, bro.
Hey, you could say some shit like
I'm saying he been
Super
down
Bowl
at least
jitters.
10 points in every game he done ever played in the Super Bowl.
Okay, at this
That's
point,
kind of not a
at
good
this point,
thing.
do y'all think the nigga do
But
it on purpose? I mean,
I
do
can only
you
go
think they
based
do it
on
on
what I
purpose?
just heard in watching that documentary. When a motherfucker
Oh, you
said
watched it?
when they said
Watch what?
not they documentary, not that Kingdom shit you was talking about, the Dallas shit.
What
When
they
he
say?
It's some other
they
shit.
said
Bro, it's the NFL reality TV now. What the fuck are we doing, man? At first I thought
Yes.
it was Hard Knocks. Now it's all this other shit y'all talking about. But what is this other shit? Y'all just told me about the
Because
Dallas shit
they
the other day.
expanding right now, nigga. The NFL trying to get bigger. They trying to do what the NBA did. And it's way more money in football.
League or some shit. What the fuck?
They trying to get international.
Hey, can y'all open up a tab and turn the stream on so we can get some more of this ad revenue?
So hold on, say that again.
I said open up a tab with the Twitch, with the live stream on the Twitch, and let the ads run, or put them bitches side by side, like you know what I'm saying, on your screen, right? And let the ads run. You can mute that shit, obviously, but like
You gonna have to what's the name? You gonna have to send that shit.
oh God,
I can go
tell you.
to it easy on YouTube. That Twitch shit, I don't.
We don't make no money on YouTube yet. We making pennies on this bitch right now, but we soon as some more people get up in this bitch, we gonna be live. What am I sending? Cause I got this shit open on the iPad right now, so the ads pop up and shit. Like it's 3 ads left, and them bitches 30 seconds each.
Just send me the what's it called. I'll go to it. I just Oh, but can't I just go on Twitch? I got downloaded the Twitch shit.
Right, that shit should be right there. Yeah.
Yeah, I should be able to just go here to Twitch.
Cause you following, right? And I gotta change the account. I was just in the group though. I know that shit. I just typed the whole motherfucking thing out.
Oh, my shit ain't gonna let me do it while I'm not here using their Wi-Fi. So hold on.
Oh, that's wild as fuck. Oh, well, I guess because you gotta motherfucking be on point. Like, of course they gonna shut the Wi-Fi off.
Yeah, I didn't close. One, two. I closed two Dallases. One, and one Houston so far. But he literally he literally closed the Houston and handed it up as I walked in. It was a 131 door.
Hey, I'm gonna run this air
I even called it out the door.
Air raid. Um,
And I'm
mm,
gonna say, fuck it. I'm gonna run a cover two defense. That's what I'm gonna do.
cover
That's
two,
my
boy.
playbook. Cover two.
I ain't gonna lie. I love when niggas run cover twos.
Color rush, and then I want that goddamn that new shit, that rivalry on me. Stick works online. What up, bro? Let's see what this playbook too. I'm
The
online
Chiefs
at this
ain't
point, and
had
I
a
be losing so
turnover
much.
in every one of their Super Bowl wins.
At this point, I'm using any playbook on this bitch just to figure out what the playbook look like. Fuck practice mode. I've been getting my ass beat.
I ain't gonna lie. I done got into a zone on that motherfucker.
Yo, E.
I feel like if I want to, I'm down there unstoppable. The only thing that's hard is scoring in the goal line.
Facts.
And that's cause you try to run it, a nigga got 12 niggas on the line. And then you trying to pass it. Everybody in the same spot.
Yo, E. Hey, let me get 113 and 121 loaded to go. 121, 113 loaded to go.
Oh, let's go. We got the new uni zone.
The Chiefs defense got more turnovers in they 3 Super Bowl wins than the Ravens got in Lamar Jackson whole 8 playoff games. That shit, boy.
You talking about turnovers caused by the defense, or they did turn the
The
ball over?
defense getting a turnover. Like Chris Jones and them getting a turnover.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
I'm saying, I think turnovers is more valuable than having a good defense. And when I say a good defense, I mean stopping the run or stopping the pass and making them punt. I would rather you get a forced fumble or interception.
So getting stops don't count.
Oh no, it count a lot. I don't think it count more than flipping the field and getting field position and stealing the possession.
I agree.
When you
But
when
at the
you
end of the
punt the
day,
ball,
unless you
most
score on that
times
pick,
you putting them back into their own territory like it's a kickoff, and now they gotta run their whole offense again. Most times you get a turnover, you usually be in the middle of the field or in your area. So now you got good field position and you stole a possession. That's why we so bad. Lamar turned it over and we don't get no turnovers. So it's just drastic.
where am I at? Where am I at? Come get this nigga, man.
Hey, E. If you have it, let me get 400, 283, 400, 283 back to 113.
This shit say I've been streaming for 2 days. This shit ain't right. That shit say 2 days, 2 hours and 15 minutes. Ain't no way that shit right.
Just confirm for me, and then I'll send an email, please.
What y'all think more
Bring his
likely?
motherfucking ass
Derrick
up.
Henry to rush for 2,000 or the Commanders to make the Super Bowl?
What's more likely?
Derrick Henry not running for
To
2,000.
y'all.
He not running 2,000 again.
I like how
Not
y'all
not
got so
not
much
not with not
confidence
with
in that.
not with Lamar Jackson in the backfield.
No, I'm just. It ain't that. I just. God, did
I'm
Bird?
not even
I
saying
ain't gonna lie.
he is.
Bird make a motherfucker feel like he's saying that the Ravens suck, and that's clearly not what a motherfucker saying. I'm
No,
just
that's
saying
not
I
what I
don't think
said.
the.
I said I love how much confidence y'all said that with, because I think he gonna rush for at least 1,600, and 2,000 ain't far away from 1,600.
Oh no,
Shit,
I would say six.
running
I
the
would give him
football. Hell
1,600
yeah,
rushing
it
yards.
is.
I'm saying
400
2,000.
ain't, no, 400 ain't
400
that much
rushing
of a
yards.
difference when we talking about niggas like Derrick Henry. Nigga can rush for 200 in one game.
I mean, you right.
Yeah, that's true. But I just got him under. I don't think he's gonna rush for 2,000 again.
I ain't saying he is either. I'm just asking what's more likely. And the reason I said that because I think that's more likely than the Commanders making the Super Bowl. But y'all don't.
The Commanders got to show me more on defense before I start thinking
Because
about
that
shit
was
like
my
that.
question. It was
Like-
what's more
like for
likely.
me,
Not do
defense-
y'all think he
defense-
gonna run for 2,000?
Oh, well, defense.
Oh, I
matter
jumped too
as far
early
as going
then.
to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I
just
was
jumped to it.
asking what's more likely. I wasn't asking do y'all think he running for 2,000. I don't
Oh,
even think he.
likely? Okay, then I'd say he got a better chance than them to like Dean say. I don't know how good they really is on defense. They only talk about how good the nigga is, how good the team is offensively.
Only
no.
nigga they got on defense I can think of right
It's Trey
now.
Hendrick. Oh no, I'm saying that's Cincinnati.
Oh no, they got Bobby Wagner, they got Frankie Louvu.
Bad Bobby Wagner.
Okay,
he long in the
they
tooth,
got
man.
they got solid linebackers. Cool.
What's that nigga who played for Marshawn Lattimore?
Okay.
He long in the tooth too. The nigga that played for the Saints.
For a long time. Yeah. But Mike Evans long in the tooth, and we don't think that nigga suck.
Terrible fucking kid. Get the ball, man. It's going back.
Yeah, but Mike Evans different though.
Terrible fucking.
No, what I'm saying is he
Agreed.
in a position where
I'm not arguing that. You see, I ain't even say that. You got it. That's a fact. I'm just saying. I only brought him up because they rivals. But who else they got on defense? Fowler Jr. He pretty good.
They got a bunch of old niggas. I ain't saying old, but I'm saying okay, they veteran heavy. Okay, yeah. Okay.
They got Von Miller now. Yeah, he old. He definitely old.
So they gonna get a veteran.
they said that
defense,
nigga.
a cheap
They
defense.
said that nigga gonna play like 15 snaps a game.
That's all you
That
need him
ain't
for on
even
third
worth
down.
it.
On third down, keep that nigga fresh. You save the nigga for the playoffs.
That's what I was saying.
hopefully.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Hopefully. You
But
save
come
the nigga
on,
for the
15
playoffs.
plays is nigga. He might not even look.
I'm saying I'm not paying a
You
nigga to
just-
hope he can produce something in 15 plays.
Right? Yeah, I'm with you. Like nigga, 15 plays go. You just take your ass home.
Like the percentage of you getting some good shit on a play is like probably 33%. So that means he only gonna get 5 good plays a game.
But that's
And
all he
when I
needs.
say good plays, I'm
if
talking
two of them-
about
and if
just
two of them plays
in the
sacks,
right place,
if
not
two of-
even a good
If
play
two of
for
them
real.
plays sacks, that's all they need him for. If he get 2
How
sacks a game,
many?
the nigga finna be the most Hall of Fame nigga in the. I'm saying he only got 15 reps. You gonna get his best 15 reps, and we talking about Von Miller, right? He gonna be able.
Yeah,
to
and what
work
his best
some
15 reps get you in Buffalo?
At
But
least-
then
at
say
least
he,
a sack.
but then say he get out there and on 2 of them shits, he don't do nothing. Nigga, now he out there for no reason.
Von Miller
Unless
ain't
he
been
make big
Von
plays.
Miller since the Rams. That was his last good season when they won that Super Bowl.
Did
Now that
y'all
nigga
know?
just playing off of his name.
Did y'all know we was willing to give up Ed Oliver and 2 first round
Ed
picks?
Oliver ain't nobody. He's a really, really good nobody.
Okay.
And I mean that very respectfully. I'm saying a lot of niggas that don't know football for real don't know that nigga name.
Okay.
Like we football heads, so I agree with you that nigga good. But most people do not know who Ed
They was
Oliver
talking
is.
about giving that man up and 2 first round picks for Micah Parsons. And then they heard what Micah Parsons was talking about making. $45 million a year? Hell no. Y'all good. He ended up making
Y'all
more
see-
than that. The fuck?
Y'all see that nigga hurt for real?
Yeah, his back fucked off. That's why Jerry ain't want to pay his ass. I sent that shit in the group.
I ain't. Oh, you did. Yep. I ain't gonna lie.
That's why Jerry
I
ain't wanna
don't
pay
care
his
about
ass.
Mike. I felt like he was overrated anyway. It's
That's me. You see the nigga left the Cowboys. I can't even think of the nigga name no more. I gotta be like, what's the nigga that just left y'all again? Shit.
I'm
Hey, but
saying
look,
Micah
this the real
Parsons is
question.
probably the worst superstar in the NFL.
Damn, that's fucked up. Hey, but this the real question though. Are the Cowboys better without him?
I think so.
I mean, you probably gonna get stuff for him that could be better than.
No, I
Listen,
no, I think they
dude ain't
better
good to me.
right. No, I think they better right now before they even use the picks. That's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
damn. I would have to agree with Bird, man. I don't really like dudes that much. Like, I think
I'm
he
saying
like.
Micah is a really good pass rusher, and
It's
he
just because
only
he's too
really
fucking
good
undersized. That's what it is.
exactly, and that's why he a good pass rusher. He too fast. He just be blowing past them niggas, and he really strong, so they can't just put their hands on him.
But once they get their hands on him,
Yeah, once they get their hands on him, he a little kid. But before that, he's strong enough to if you just touch him, he gonna swipe that little shit down, and then he gonna get to work. But other than that, that nigga suck. He not good in the run game. He not good in the pass game. He not good in block
yeah,
shed.
he a liability. He a liability.
That's what I'm saying. As great as he is at pass rushing, he more of a liability on any given play.
So Green Bay took maybe they second best nose tackle, or they best nose tackle, depending on whoever the fuck else they got, because I don't know who on Green Bay, right? And 2 first-round picks for this man.
It might be worth it for Green Bay though, because they got a pretty decent secondary, so they pass rush should get there a lot, and Micah should have really good numbers.
So they gonna get
That's
two.
what I'm saying. He good at pass rushing, but other than that, that nigga suck.
So do they draft 2 receivers or a receiver and a running back with these next 2 picks, or do they trade
Who,
No,
the
you
Cowboys?
you get.
No.
Oh,
It depends on, you gotta see how the draft play out. You might
I thought he was
trade
talking
them
about.
picks and then get somebody else from somebody else and get them picks. Like it just depends. You might trade them picks away. You got to see how the cards fall.
Or do you think the Cowboys tried to get Dak replacement?
That's the smartest move. Dak been in the league 10 years. You got one good contract out of him left.
They got
max.
like 3 years left on this current contract, 2-3 years left on this current contract. They got a
Yeah, and I'm
2026
saying
and a
after that
2027
nigga
first
may
round
get
pick.
one more if he lucky.
One of
And
these
I'm talking
years.
about in Dallas.
Throw the ball, Josh. Throw the fucking ball.
You got to think, Jerry racist and Dak suck. I don't think Jerry want to keep that nigga around too much longer. Like he paid him, he gonna see what he do with this contract. But after this nigga, I think it's unless that nigga get to a Super Bowl, it's time to hit the road, Dak. Hit the road, hit the road, hit the road, Dak. You hear me?
I mean, how many years has it been since Dallas made it to a fuck
1997 since they've been to the championship, and
96.
1995
I'm saying
since they've been to
96,
the
they
Super Bowl.
last championship.
won a playoff game. When the last time they won a playoff game?
Oh, they
Shit.
won a playoff game a few years back.
When he
But
beat Tom Brady in 2020.
yeah, Tom last year.
He
They
only
beat him in
got
the
2 playoff wins, and
they
that's his
beat him in
best
the
one.
playoff.
He the one who made Tom retire, and I'm
Yeah, that's what.
saying that
And no,
respectfully.
that's what they said. Pissed me off. That's how they tried to make this shit.
Yeah, but that's bullshit. I'm saying that respectfully because Tom retired after that game. Like he didn't make the nigga retire. Fuck
But
him.
that's what they said. Like the Cowboys made Tom. Like nigga, no the fuck they didn't. That nigga was already leaving.
Thought that bitch just picked.
Yeah, he was just trying to see if he can go out with another Super Bowl.
Bro, I'm tired of this dumbass game, man. Shit that's supposed to be picked, the nigga catching. Like, what the fuck? Like, I called the pick before the nigga threw the ball because I saw what he was doing. And the nigga caught the ball. Like, I used to play this shit for fun. Like, online, like, the shit used to be fun. Now it's like the regular shit ain't even regular no more.
That nigga sound like me.
I feel y'all. I guess I don't know the struggle because I play with the best team on the game.
Yeah, the Ravens are the best team on this bitch. No bullshit. Like all around.
I know. It ain't even close.
I mean,
unless somebody play with the Eagles.
On paper, in real life, right now it's Baltimore and Philadelphia. That's probably Super Bowl favorites right now to make it. On paper.
The Ravens ain't no doubt. They still saying shit about Philly. Like, you know, they replaced a whole
Who
bunch
the
of
fuck
players on
did you throw the
defense.
motherfucker? I'm finna.
This nigga, he finna snap.
Sound like Big Bro. Sound like me on that hoe.
What you was saying though, Josh? That nigga threw me off.
What?
I thought you was saying something.
No, I'm saying that motherfucker came and said nothing about Philly because motherfucker still over there talking shit about
Oh
Philly.
yeah, that's what you said. You said the defense shit, and I was finna say that's a valid point though. Like I don't know who Sidney Brown is. I
Sidney
don't know
Brown?
if he finna be good.
Sidney Brown's the safety.
No, I see that. I'm just saying he wouldn't. He wouldn't. How can I say this?
He's a
He gonna
non-factor
have to
for it.
be a lot better than he was last year if they gonna be good on defense this year. They line still cold. I ain't gonna lie. It's the only thing that's halfway a question mark is a secondary.
Who?
Philly on defense. And it really ain't even. It's really just the safeties.
I wouldn't even say it's really questionable at this point.
I'm saying Adoree Jackson, Reed Blankenship, and Sidney Brown. Them the only halfway question marks. Everybody else on that damn team kind of solidified to a degree.
Reed Blankenship solidified in Philly.
I think he really good. I don't think he top tier. When I say solidified, I'm talking top tier.
But I'm saying in Philly he is.
Hey Josh, what you doing?
I'm driving. I gotta go. I'm trying to run the liquor stuff.
Bet.
Huh?
I was asking because your shit sounded crazy.
Ooh. What the fuck happened to say?
What the fuck was he doing? Well, who the fuck was he with? Well, who the fuck are you?
Micah Parsons or Nick Bosa?
Nick Bosa.
Micah
Joey
Parsons or
Bosa.
Josh
Yeah,
Sweat?
probably not. But I hate how the fucking system works like that.
Pittsburgh, Baltimore looking like. Pittsburgh offense, Baltimore defense.
Oh, you playing Baltimore, nigga? Just running.
No, hey, bro, this nigga named JMO 3312. Hell no.
That's crazy.
Hell no.
Write that nigga and say, boy, you is not the real J Mo, boy.
This nigga funny as shit. No, I'm
What
for
the
real.
hell?
I'm dead serious.
Shit, that's crazy. Hold on. Yo.
Who, Justin just got on too?
That was Xavier talking to the microphone on the controller. How much you said y'all losing by week 1, Xavier?
Shit.
That
That was a clever question.
You like I asked that, didn't
That was clever. Shit. I don't think we're gonna lose. It's gonna
I
be
only
close,
say
like I
that
said.
because
It's gonna be close, like I said.
y'all corners, all three of y'all corners banged up, and y'all got a rookie starting at safety.
Hey, fuck, we just got a training camp. Next man up. All them niggas should know what the fuck going on. You know what I'm? God damn, man.
I'm telling you this information so you know beforehand, so you can tell me now. That's the reason y'all lost.
Ain't no excuses. Fuck, a loss, a loss.
Oh, well, then don't tell me after the loss that we only lost because my cornerbacks was hurt and we had
No,
that rookie cornerback. I
no,
mean,
the niggas
rookie
still gotta play
safety
the
out there
game.
who
What the
fucked
fuck?
up and shit.
Niggas still gotta play the game. That don't. Mm-mm. That's why I said motherfuckers just got a training camp. This week 1. Everybody should know what the fuck going on. Everybody just got done playing shit. They should know exactly what the fuck going on if something happen. You know what I'm saying? They
John
gotta
said
damn
week
near
1
expect some
don't
shit to
count.
happen.
He said the real season start after 4 games.
Oh, right.
That's me. That's me. That's how I judge it.
Well, yeah, because motherfuckers gotta get into
Exactly,
the
nigga.
shit.
Ain't you the oldest? Damn.
Yeah, I'm saying, but I ain't hear y'all. I'm just saying that's how I look at my shit. I judge my team really after 4 weeks.
Shit, the Bears was one of the best teams in the league last year after 4 weeks. Shit.
Yeah, but if I'd have been judging them based on that, I'd have been like, oh, we finna do it, y'all. We finna do it.
Yeah.
And that's why he's saying, nigga, the first 4 weeks is like the
Oh,
preseason
put
for
your
the
fucking
real players.
hands up, Shaq. Like, I read that shit perfect, fam. Like, this shit is out of order. I'm finna just start playing golf on this bitch, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. Either Lamar Jackson gonna throw for 5 touchdowns or Derrick Henry run for 200 yards.
Ooh,
Either way, it's
shit.
gonna be a scary day in Buffalo.
Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. He said 5 touchdowns.
He do it pretty often.
Or 200 yards. I mean, I ain't saying it ain't possible, but damn, bro.
And when I say 200, I'm saying roughly like 170 up to 200.
That nigga, they gonna stump a mud hole in our ass, bro.
I'm saying.
Bird got this bitch 42-7.
I'm saying you got to think about all the shit that's different than the last game we played. The last game we played was at y'all house in the middle of the winter without Zay Flowers. This one finna be in the warm weather with Zay Flowers, a fresh Derrick Henry, a fresh Lamar Jackson. Like, y'all only won by 2, and y'all had y'all biggest weapon with y'all, the fucking weather.
Well, y'all
The way
had
I see it, and we had
that's
3
not fair, bro.
turnovers for a
Y'all
10-point
y'all
swing.
weapons. Y'all don't need no goddamn receivers. Talking about goddamn weapons. You got 2 of them niggas in the backfield, nigga. It don't matter who the fuck outside. It could be Mark Andrews.
Oh no,
and 3
I'm not
fullbacks,
saying
nigga.
that as an excuse to why we lost. I'm saying that as an excuse to why we finna whoop y'all ass this coming up week.
I
Or
appreciate
these
the
coming up
recognition,
Sunday.
but it don't matter who the fuck in the backfield or he throwing to.
We lost because we had too many turnovers. We didn't lose because Zay Flowers didn't play. We probably would have still won if we didn't have 3 turnovers.
If Mark Andrews catch that ball and we go to overtime, shit, who knows what would happen.
Yeah, I'm saying we could have won that game a lot of different ways, even without Zay Flowers. And that's why I'm saying with him finna be worse for y'all.
I'm with it.
I think the score gonna be like 38-17.
38-17. That's wild.
I think it's gonna be Lamar revenge year. I think him and Mahomes finna have 2 of the greatest seasons we ever seen from quarterbacks.
At some point, Mahomes gotta have a bad year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get
He done
all
had
the,
him. His team just win.
No.
He finna have a good year again. What you mean? He done had 2 bad years in a row. He just win. That nigga finna have one. He finna have his coming out season again.
I'm saying as a team, bro, they gotta have a down year at some point. If they
Only
keep
way they
playing
gonna
like
have
this,
a down
bro,
season, God forbid, knock on wood, is if somebody get injured.
bro, if they keep playing like this, Andy Reid gon' top Bill Belichick as far as like a generational coach for that generation type shit.
It's already arguable since Tom went and won one without Belichick. That hurt Belichick a lot in my eyes. That's the worst shit that done happened to that nigga career.
And then he gets to college and then get his ass beat. I'm talking about they got their shit pushed in. It wasn't even like they offense not even good at all.
I'm not mad at that.
They
Bill
defense came
North
Belichick.
Carolina, nigga, how much football you think is gonna be done in North Carolina?
Nigga,
That's
it's
what I was
Bill
finna say.
Belichick,
Like
bro.
he don't get
Like,
a chance to build the program. Like it's
I mean,
fucking
he
game
do.
one.
He do, but I'm saying
I'm saying UNC
with the
is
niggas
one of
that's
the
there, I'm
one of
saying
the
with the
lower
niggas
tier
that's there.
D1 schools for football. This ain't basketball.
But I'm saying for the niggas that's there with the coaching expertise that he has, that shit shouldn't have been like that. They
Coaching
should have been
only goes
able to.
so far.
They should have been able to make some adjustments. Bro, they was getting fucked up. They couldn't tackle, bro. I mean, you can't fix the players. I get that part.
And that's
the
what I'm
players are the
saying.
players.
The players gonna come with what's the name? With,
Yeah, but not if they getting their ass
recruitment.
beat. They
And
gonna
you
tell that
can't
nigga need to
recruit.
retire.
You can't expect the nigga to be recruiting like other schools in his first year. These other schools that had their coaches and their regiment for years. Niggas knew who they was getting 3 years ago. Bill Belichick just decided he was even finna coach.
He don't even know how to fuck the
He
portal
don't
work
even know.
yet.
Yeah, you right. He don't know how shit. He asking his girlfriend, "Hey, show me how to motherfucking work X."
You hear me?
That young bitch, she like 28 and shit.
Right. Ask the
I
nigga for a
ain't
dub
mad
on the
at
sideline.
Belichick for it. I don't like the fact people keep
Second-
talking about it like it's distasteful. It's only distasteful if you care.
Fuck.
Like, that's a grown woman, that's a grown man. Now, if you want to get too deep into it, that's on you.
I feel it. I feel it. They mind it.
Once a motherfucker can get their own rental car, I ain't got shit to ask.
With no extra insurance, you got to be 25 and
Yeah,
shit.
I'm saying you can rent your own car, you can buy your own liquor, you can pay your own rent. What the fuck I'm telling you about who you fucking with?
This shit glitching, bro.
At that point, you just somebody who think you know something.
Bam. Good catch.
But yeah, I think Belichick gonna get better as the season go on.
Oh, absolutely. He saw what it was like. Now he on their ass. Y'all already know. He gonna
And it's
fill
his
it
first
out.
time coaching in college, what, ever, or in what, 20 plus years?
Has he ever coached in college?
He never coached college. His
And
daddy,
that's what I
his
was
daddy
gonna
coached.
say. If he did, it
Right,
had to be
at
before he
Navy.
came to the league.
His pops was at like Navy or Army or something like that.
No, his daddy was at Carolina.
Oh shit.
That's probably how he got the job. Or not
that
got
ain't
the
how
job,
he-
wanted
okay.
the job.
Okay.
What? I'm trying to tell y'all the playbook. The playbook is he brought his son over there with him. When Belichick leaves, he gonna put his son in that position, and
And then he
his
gonna work his way into the NFL. I like that. Good thinking, Josh. You a smart man. Good shit.
That's
You a smart man. Good shit.
all right, Mike.
I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with Belichick. I think Belichick for my lifetime, Belichick and Mike Tomlin, the best defensive coaches ever.
fucking catch. My bad, bro. It was 4th and 2. And now I'm on the 2-yard line with first down. Run that bitch. Run his ass over, James. Wrong.
I got it. It's an outlet. It's an outlet.
What? Bless.
Appreciate it.
Take.
Fuck him up. Hey, Bird, what you say? Put him on the speedo?
What was that nigga name for the Bills? One time while I'm drawing a blank. Fuck. Big Fangio.
Yeah, he a great DC.
Oh, don't throw it to him.
Yeah, but see, he a DC. I'm talking about greatest head coaches.
Oh.
Defensive coaches. I think Vic Fangio was a head coach too, but he wasn't that good when he was a head coach.
No, he sucks as a head coach, but his defensive shit good.
Yeah, he top tier. Him and Spagnuolo top tier when it come to DC, but that's DC. That's a different conversation.
Hey, look, I don't like. See, let me just be. It's
What you
just
don't
hard.
like Spagnola get a lot
It's
of
only
credit?
because it's so recent. Like it's shit is like that because of the Super
Yeah,
Bowls he
but
got.
that's how it worked, Josh. That's what he didn't want them
I know.
recently.
I know. I I'm trying not to criticize. All you do is criticize, criticize, criticize.
You basically want to say he won shit before these Super Bowls. Is that your take?
Yep.
I would argue ain't nobody shit until they get Super Bowls.
That's the argument. I'm saying motherfuckers to be told if Lamar Jackson don't never win Super Bowl, he ain't gonna be shit.
No, not when it comes to Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes. Hell no,
Oh,
he
so he
gonna
just
be
be a regular
something,
quarterback.
but he ain't gonna be something compared to them.
Okay.
You know how they talk about it. You can come to the dinner, but you got to go sit at the kids' table type shit.
Yeah, you ain't got one of these type
So
shit.
yeah, he can
I
come
fuck
to
with
the
it.
dinner and with his gold jacket and all of that, but he still got to go sit at the kids' table. And that's if he get 5 MVPs, nigga. If you don't get one Super Bowl, you can't sit
You
at the
said that
table
nigga
with
get
the big
5
kids.
MVPs. You send your ass over that nigga.
One Super Bowl, you get to sit with the big kids. 2 Super Bowls, you get to sit with the legends. That's just how it worked, in my opinion.
That's wild. Oh shit. I ain't saying that's wild.
I'm saying, who else in that category that don't meet that criteria? So I can't
Nobody.
change the criteria for my
You right.
nigga.
You right. Not. You are absolutely right. Let's go. Scene flat. Fucky mob. Fucky mob. Pick. 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 Thank you. Fuck.
Well, no, I'm lying. I'm lying. He only need one.
So
Cause
what happened now?
they be trying to put Aaron Rodgers in the conversation because he only got one.
Yeah.
Damn. That was just a crazy animation. He punched that nigga in his face and then popped the ball up in the air. That was crazy.
And how you think y'all gonna win, Xavier? If you had to guess.
By keeping y'all ass on motherfucking defense.
The smart thing to do is take it at once. They don't. Once you die, it don't. If you don't take it at once, they don't give it.
You and Josh
Yeah.
be pissing me off with y'all game plans.
Keep
Y'all be
y'all ass on
saying like
defense. Fuck that.
y'all should be too wide scope for me. If you don't get into some specifics,
Look, I'm
this nigga
saying
say keep y'all on
keep
defense.
y'all ass on defense. Field possession. Look. Field. Um.
Yeah, it's hard to.
You basically want y'all to run the ball, hold the ball, run
Field
the clock
position.
out, and score.
Field position. And time of possession.
Need that. That's
Okay,
generation.
I like them answers. Them real answers.
That's the
Field
motherfucking.
position and time of
No,
possession.
that's why it's generation.
That's the
You
answer.
just you take you it'll take.
Used to be that I would go buy
I,
like a ketamine.
Ketamine.
We got ketamine money now.
I ain't gonna lie. I would get big ass land, a lot of land, and just build as much property on it. For every acre, I can have one house. I can have one piece of property put on it. For every
Oh
1 acre, I would get a big ass acre acres and get
oh, that's what I was gonna
and
say.
build as much as I can on it
You,
and have my own fucking town
I
at this
think the
point.
only way y'all
My
can
plan
win
was
time of
always
possession, but I don't think that's gonna help y'all. Cause I think we can score way faster than y'all can. So time of possession might be misleading.
trail your parents, brothers,
But no, but what I'm also saying is,
Yep.
yeah, time of possession, but field position. If y'all got to go 80 yards to drive,
Yeah, I can't.
we
I
gonna
ain't
win
gonna
no
lie.
matter
Sounds
what.
crazy.
Even field position ain't gonna really bother us. I'm saying shit.
But
You
we
remember
gonna win
last year
more.
when we lost to y'all in the playoffs? We went
All right,
93
yeah, I'm gonna just
yards
spread it.
on
Let's
that
just spread.
last
I
drive.
know, but I'm saying we gonna win more of those drives than lose more of those drives. Right? We'll give up field goals all day. You know what I'm
Horses.
saying?
I can't agree to that when we was
Uh,
looking at the stats all off season. Lamar averaged 6 yards a carry. Derrick Henry averaged 5 yards a carry.
Right. I'm not pick.
I love you,
Thank
son.
you, man. How can we own that? What?
Yep.
You talking about on his property?
Oh, I'm over here. We having a conversation, and I hear some shit in the background.
No, I know, I know.
We got to clarify for the people listening. Shit, we need to.
I think the only way we could, not the only way, the best way for us to beat y'all is,
Right, like I still want to.
I ain't gonna lie. The best way to beat y'all is to stop the run game. If our D line can beat y'all O line, we gonna win. I think it's that simple.
Right. Maybe in South Dakota.
What?
That those are crazy. That shit is crazy. Oh yeah, okay. That's definitely not that. You closing a lot left? I'm not close. 111 is gonna be the last one I close.
Hey, would y'all rather have Derrick Henry and DJ Moore or Jonathan Taylor and Justin Jefferson?
All right,
You hear me, Josh?
my fault. Go ahead well, what shit again, brother?
Would you rather have DJ Moore and Derrick Henry or Jonathan Taylor and Justin Jefferson?
Jonathan Taylor and Justin Jefferson.
I don't like how quick you answered that.
Damn, I was gonna say the same thing.
I don't like how quick both of y'all answered that. I'm taking DJ Moore and Derrick Henry. Do you know the type of abuse you can put on a team with them two niggas?
If you would have
I
said,
fuck,
if you would have said,
I
if you
fuck
would
around
have said
and throw the
Debo,
ball
if you would
13
have said
times.
Debo Samuel, then I might have been like, alright, yeah. But
What? DJ Moore better than Debo Samuel. What are you
I'm
talking
not
about?
saying he not, but I'm saying the way that San Francisco used him, we don't use, ain't nobody use DJ Moore in that manner. I'm just saying by the style of play
Yeah,
that
but
he
I'm
runs.
saying I would.
Right.
Yeah, I'm saying, nigga, you get to make the team how you want to make the team, nigga.
No, I know that, but I'm just saying. Oh shit.
Dean love to say what he's just saying. Dean, I'm just saying. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is,
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying what the fuck I'm
he
saying.
love to say that. That's his shit right there. That's not what I'm saying. What
If
I'm
y'all,
saying is, tell me
if
what you're saying.
y'all could pick the best combination, not the, and let me clarify, not the top three of these positions, which y'all would consider the best combination of these three: running back, receiver, and tight end. What would be the best combination y'all could put together of the niggas playing now?
I'll
And
be
like
there.
I said, combination, not just best. You could, if that's your answer though, you could do it that way.
You gonna have to help me out. I can't really think off the top of my head right now.
Let me see. Okay. My type of offense I would like to run would be a run heavy offense. So give me Derrick Henry at running back. For a run heavy, so then give me George Kittle at tight end because I think he the best blocking tight end. Then who a gritty wide receiver but really good. Give me Jamar Chase. I think Jamar Chase is really gritty. That'll be my combination. Jamar Chase, George Kittle, and Derrick Henry for a run heavy offense. basically pick your offense first, then pick your three niggas around the type of offense you want to run.
We can run the spread.
I'm gonna do oh, okay, yeah, J-Mo go.
I'll run the spread. Then I'll take Justin Jefferson. I'll take uh Saquon Barkley.
Mm.
And then I'll take Cooper Nakua.
Saquon over Christian McCaffrey in a spread offense is kind of wild.
And
But
I'll
I'm
take
fucking with it.
Cooper Nakua as my third.
I ain't gonna argue that. I fuck with Puka. I think that nigga underrated still.
He is.
That nigga remind me of a wide receiver who played in the 80s or something. I love the way that nigga play. He be out there gritty, blocking, no gloves, muddy, nasty. He in all the action. I fuck with that nigga. I like playing.
Downfield blocking.
He a pancake nigga, and he a true number one receiver. I love that type of shit.
He a pancake nigga.
I'm saying, you don't find too many receivers pancake blocking.
True shit. Not today for sure. Hell no. Niggas ain't even trying to block. You gonna hurt my nail. Like what the fuck? These niggas is like
I'm with him though.
Before, bro.
You fuck around, fall wrong, fuck up your shoulder. Now you can't catch no more. These niggas out here making $30 million a year, 20 million, 15 million a year. Nigga, I need my money.
Before it was if you don't block, you ain't getting this rock. Like
Because
now,
back then niggas used to play for the love of the sport. Now the money done got so big, niggas trying to secure their fucking paychecks. At one point, niggas was like, yeah, we gonna get rich doing this shit. Now niggas like, I can't fuck up my generational wealth, nigga. I could play in the league for 10 years, make 15 million a year. That's $150 million. I can't risk getting hurt and only make 45 million and be out the league. Fuck that. Football then became way more of a business than it ever was.
I can't pick a play.
Oh, it's gonna work. It be doing that shit sometimes.
J-Mo had to get off. For the fact that this drive's still going the fuck on. Buddy done had the ball for a hot ass minute. I ain't gonna lie to you. Yo.
I don't even know. I was like, where the fuck did this go?
Right.
Nigga, you the one who left.
Right.
Who the best D lineman on your team, Xavier? Not Joey Bosa. He ain't never played for y'all. You can't count him until after week 1.
Our best D lineman? Shit.
It's between Russo, Oliver, and Daquan Jones.
Right. That shit is hard. Hit this nigga. I want to say it's hard because I want to say Greg Russo, but I want to say Oliver. Like it's hard.
I gotta go with Russo. I just see his jersey more when I remember playing
That 50,
y'all.
that you see that 50. That 50 going motherfucking.
Who y'all best D lineman, Josh?
Montez Sweat.
Yeah. I
about?
was
You talking about?
I can't use Gritty Jerry until he
Right,
played
right,
one
right.
game this year.
I was just about to
That's
say that.
why
I was just about to say
that's why I left. That's why I left them out.
that.
Yeah, because until they play a game, they technically ain't a Bill or a Bear.
Right.
I was asking that because I'm trying to see Russo, is he better than Bradley Chubb for the Dolphins?
Statistically, no.
Is he better than Quentin Williams? No, that's a trick question. So so he the third best in y'all division. All right, is he better than Matabike? No, that's a trick question. Trey Hendrickson? No, he ain't better than nobody in my division. I'm saying the best for the best. That shit ain't gonna matter though. Y'all got Joey Bosa. I'm just trying to just gotta wait to see what he gonna do for real. But what I think he gonna do, y'all should. Y'all D line should be stout.
We should give some niggas some problems.
It's y'all secondary that ain't worth a shit. That's where I think y'all gonna have an issue.
Hey, I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but you remember the other day when we was live and I forgot my hot take?
You remember it?
Right now.
What is it? Spit it
He
out
said
before you
right now.
forget it again.
That
Spit it
nigga
out.
said right now.
Hey, do y'all think the NFL
Hell no.
is becoming a black dominant league?
Do we think it's
And
becoming a black league?
and specifically at the quarterback position.
They not gonna let it, but
What percentage of the league got black quarterbacks at this point? We could probably
this the
name how
biggest
many
percent.
teams
This the
got.
biggest percentage ever.
We could
Three,
probably name how many teams got white
4,
quarterbacks faster than we could name teams that got black
5,
quarterbacks.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
That's half the league right there.
16 to 17. So either half the league or 52 to 54%, some shit like that. I don't know. I ain't finna do the math. Fuck that shit.
17.
But no, I don't think it's gonna ever become a black quarterback league. I think at best it's gonna be 50-50.
That's 53%.
Yeah, I told you 52 to 54, boy. I be spot on. Trying to tell you, I'm good with them percentages. But no, they ain't gonna never let it be. Well, I guess they don't got no control over it. I don't think they really care. The white people making money off of it. If I can make trillions of dollars off of niggas playing quarterback, so like they might not like it, but the money so big,
Behind you, Mike.
they might be
Hold
like,
on, Mike.
fuck it. Cause they know niggas like Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels put asses in the seat. Now, if they can keep finding quarterbacks like Josh Allen, they might be on to something. But it's way more black quarterbacks like that than it is white ones. And that's just because we more mobile.
What was that?
Just
And low key, we the demographic they looking for right now. Low key.
yeah, but not at quarterback. They need
Let's go 125. 125.
the best defensive players is black. The best secondary players is black. The
Yeah.
best receivers is black. The best running backs is black. The only thing they got is quarterbacks and linemen.
The fact that it's a white corner in the league in Cooper DeJean, like
And
Cooper
Riley
DeJean.
Moss.
or DeJean, I keep doing that.
And Riley Moss. Don't forget Riley Moss.
Right,
That
but I'm
nigga
saying
cold too.
But I'm saying Cooper, I'm just gonna say Cooper, Um,
Uh,
the way they got him as a generational,
Go ahead.
you know what I'm saying, a generational player.
cause he liked that.
Right. I know he like that. I'm not taking that away, but I'm saying he like that on top of being like that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
He a dog for sure. Yeah, pick six in the Super Bowl. A dog.
On his birthday. You know how good they gotta feel to pick six Patrick Mahomes on your birthday, on the Super Bowl, and win the Super Bowl.
Looking
Nigga,
at
you can't ask for a better
looking
gift.
at that shit on my wall,
Could,
I
could
retire
you imagine the
today.
dick suck he got that
And
night?
hey, look, and the ring,
Hell
and
no, he probably couldn't imagine. That nigga probably still thinking about that night. You hear me? Nigga, that was a great day. Your birthday, nigga, it was him and Saquon birthday. To get to
that's
play a
wild,
Super Bowl
bro.
on your birthday and
J-Mo, what I
win it,
say? That's
bro.
why I said we going to the Super Bowl for my birthday next year. I mean, 2027. 2027.
2027.
That
Where
shit
they done
in
at? Do
LA.
they know
Cali-
yet?
SoFi.
California?
SoFi.
No, it's in California this year. It's in California 2 years in a row.
2027.
No, 2027.
Oh, right. This
So
2025.
this will
Next
be
year be
20. It'll
2026.
be the
Right.
2026 Super Bowl. 2027 Super Bowl
I was
is in
thinking because
SoFi.
the Super Bowl is in the next year.
Yeah.
Because this year the Super Bowl gonna be in 2026.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I thought you was talking about next year. But you talking about 2 years from now.
Right.
Ooh, that sounds good. I can't wait to get to mine.
Hey, that's
I-
good you said that, Xavier. That's probably when y'all finally gonna make it to one.
Hey.
Cause we finna win 2 in a row.
Ah.
I'm saying somebody gotta give Mahomes a run for his
Hey,
money.
look. I was listening to.
Oh, hold on, Xavier. I got something I gotta tell you. I told Josh. Mahomes got 62 more wins than Joe Burrow and one less loss.
In the same amount of time?
Nah, this just career for career. It don't really matter because the nigga got one less loss. I would say it mattered if he had more losses, but the nigga got one less loss and 62 more wins.
Do that include playoffs?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We got to take the playoffs out. I mean, Joe Burrow been to what? 1, 2, 1?
See, that's why I did that. I
Why
said
would I take out his playoff games?
you
Because
gotta
Patrick
take out
Mahomes
just
didn't.
one Super Bowl. You gotta take out the Super Bowls.
Because Patrick Mahomes didn't
Okay,
played in probably
I
so
40
told
17
I
playoffs.
minus
told you.
62
Bird,
Ain't
Bird,
that
he
funny
played
as
is
in.
fuck, Bird? I literally told him the same thing. Yeah, like you gotta take
45
the.
Bird, he
I'm
done
like,
and
played
7.
seven
Hold
playoffs.
I,
He
on.
been to the AFC Championship
Dean,
game 7 times. That's at least at a minimum. At a minimum, that's 21 games.
look, I told him off the rip,
That's if playing 3
motherfucker gotta
games a
give
year.
Patrick Mahomes
He
more
got
grace.
he
The
got
nigga played
14.
a whole extra season just in playoff games.
But I don't care because every game he played in the playoffs would have been his last one if he lost. So I'm not taking it away. That
But
nigga
that's not. I'm
he been in
talking.
the league 7 seasons. He could have been 0-7 in the playoffs. Like I can't if he was 0-7 it'd be fair. But since he's 17-4 it's not fair. I don't think that's fair.
No, but I keep telling you, I'm saying I'm not taking away. I'm talking about giving him grace. I'm not taking none of his shit away. I'm saying
Yeah, but this is a
understanding when you
different conversation. I was talking about the wins and losses and shit versus Joe Burrow, not the
well,
credit.
Right, yeah, but I'm saying by default he gonna have them 20 wins or whatever, however many wins it is, just because of the playoffs alone. Like how many games in the playoffs has Patrick Mahomes won?
21.
That's the difference right there. Probably, and I ain't saying it is because I don't know for real. I'm just saying like they probably damn near equal. I'm not saying equal, but I'm saying he damn near got a season and a half just in the playoffs, like a full season and a half. Guess I can't fucking win with Buffalo. I probably need to take this shit upstairs and put this shit in the other bedroom or something. I could play Call of Duty online, that shit don't lag. I could play golf online, this bitch don't lag. I could play baseball online, this bitch don't lag. As soon as I'm playing Madden online, this shit lag and I can't win the game. I can't throw the ball. Like, this shit is tiring. I'm in a 4-4 and the niggas win
Okay,
every
it
game.
make it worse for Joe Burrow. Now Mahomes got 50 more wins and 3 less losses.
Damn.
So that's taking away the playoffs from both of them.
Well, I was just saying Super Bowl, not playoffs. Just the Super Bowl. Because he been the 5,
I
and he only
can't
been the 1.
I can't be nitpicking the playoffs. Either we gotta take the playoffs out or count the playoffs. I can't take away one Super Bowl. That nigga
I'm saying
won 3 games to win one. He won 4 games to win another.
I'm saying take 4 away because they only both. I mean, because he been the 5 and he been the 1. So I'm saying just take his 4 away since he also been to a Super Bowl. That's what I'm saying.
Hit this. Good spin move.
I would agree with that if the nigga won the Super Bowl.
This bitch charge is slow, shorty. What the fuck?
But yeah, Patrick Mahomes is, for his career, he is 106 wins and 27 losses.
Yeah, you sold him.